Hi, I'm Joseph Calabro, and this is my uh, Advanced 3D Interactive Media Coursework 2 final video showing off the cafe. So first I'll show off the motion builder files that I've made for this project. So I only really needed to use one because I randomized my NPCs, so there's not really a need for more NPCs. So I've got all the animations I need in one FBX file. So this is the eating animation. I couldn't actually find an eating one, so I had to use like celebrating animation. So in the actual cafe, he picks up the burger or the drink and waves it in the air, and then after that it despawns. So let me play that so you can see that. And yeah, I got them all set up in the story and edited them a bit just to get them to look okay, and then exported them out. This is the talking animation, so they turn their head and start talking while seated. I've got an idle one, a walking one, and a cook burgers one. The cooking burgers one also isn't actually cooking, it was just the closest thing I could find. And this is the idle. So yeah, just standing there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Motion Builder. It's not too extensive. It's just the animations in Motion Builder tidied up a tiny bit and got them looping if they weren't looping. But yeah, I might as well show off the Mia. Let me don't save. I might as well show off the Mia one, just to show that, because the NPC animations aren't too, I don't do a lot of stuff to them because they're pretty much perfect the way they are. So this is just me showing off the Mia one from Coursework 1, just to show that I have a bit more in Motion Builder than was actually needed, I guess. Okay, so I guess I can show off the Unity scene now. So this is the cafe. It's got toon shading to make it look a bit stylized. We've got windows, tables, chairs, lighting. We've got purple light here, orange light here, and this is the chef. So as I explained in my other videos, all my NPCs are randomized when they come in. They follow a waypoint system and get here, look for a table. If all tables are full, so none are available, they'll start lining up over here. And let me just show you. Okay, so you click play to begin, and then this is it. There's collision, so you can't, like, well, I can kind of clip through that, but I can't walk past it. So here's the first NPC. They're all randomized, so hair color, hair type, skin color, nose size, and whether they're wearing a skirt, and eyelashes, they're all randomized completely. So they're all the same character model, the same prefab, but it's all just randomized. So they find their way to a seat, and the tables, if you look, you can see that on table A someone appeared, the square, and they've got a dot dot dot, so that means they're waiting to be to have their order taken. So if I go up to them, I can either click on them, or while looking at them, press E. I'm thirsty, can you take my order? Can you get me some cola? So this one wants a cola, so then the chef prepared it just now. You didn't see the animation, but I'll show you the next one. So, thank you, looks delicious. They wave it in the air, and then they want to pay. Here's your money, thanks for the meal. Oh, it wasn't a meal, it was a drink, but okay. I'm starving, can you take my order? Can you get me a burger? So the chef is preparing the burger, and it also appears on the mini map at the bottom. It's just so you have a visualization of when it's ready. So thank you, looks delicious. So that customer just left because I took forever to take their order. So they have a patience timer as well. Okay, I clicked on this person over here. So you can look around and move while talking to NPCs. Originally I had it so that was disabled, but I found that it took away, like, because it's kind of difficult to manage a whole bunch of customers while there's the time pressure if you keep getting frozen, so it makes it easier to to look around and stuff and get all the orders ready. So that's pretty much it. Can you take my order? Can you get me a burger? And this one, Starving, can you take my order? Burger. So the chef is preparing burgers. Thank you. So on the iPad, you can see the money that the total money I've lost. I've lost a lot because I haven't been doing everyone's orders. And it shows how many customers are currently seated, how many burgers have been made, how many drinks have been made. So here's money. So there's one seated now. And okay, so game over. So I've served all the customers. So total money is £35, total served 5, total unserved 8, total loss £40, and total tip £10. So this is an example of a bad run of the game. So yeah, I can play it again and show off the lining up system, I guess. So yeah, so right now there's a limit to how many spawn. So I think it's 13, the max that spawn. So yeah, I can try and make it delay it as long as possible so you can see the whole lining up system in play. But yeah, this is pretty much the whole game loop. When you ordered from them, you get a tip and the money, and you start with £50 as well. So any loss is deducted from that. Okay. So right now the patience timer is ticking down for each one. And when I talk to them, that patience timer is reset back to its maximum number, and then it starts ticking down again. And if I don't give them their food in time, then they'll leave. Okay. And it's randomized what they want as well, so whether it's a burger or a drink. Okay, so they're starting to line up. And someone's probably gonna leave soon, so let me press on there. You can see that all the burgers and drinks have been made. There's a maximum of 4 at a time that can be on the table over there at once, so that customer's left, so they're all starting to look for a seat. And that one's clipping through that one, but that's fine. But yeah, this is pretty much it. So these burgers and drinks stay here even though they're, what's it called? The customers that have originally ordered them have left. So I can use the same burgers and drinks to give it to these guys. So this one wants a drink, I can take this one. Thank you, looks delicious. So all the animations are there. There's the ordering of food. There's Starving, can you take my order? Burger. Here you go. And yeah. Okay. So this is another example of a bad playthrough because I lost so many customers. But yeah, game over. So that's it really. I can try and show off some of the fungus flowcharts, I guess. So this is all from the first tutorial. I never really used it. This is I don't even know what that is. But this is the talk time. So this is also one that's not used. Okay, so I basically programmed most of this, so I didn't really use the fungus flowcharts. I only used it for the text box system, the talking. So they can, if they order a drink, then it says, I'm thirsty, can you take my order? Can you get me some cola? And then it goes to stop talk. So same for food, ask for a burger. This one is if you talk to them and you've taken the order but you haven't actually got it yet. So they're asking, where is it? Then once you give them their food, thank you, eating time, then pay time, and then destroy time. So you destroy them afterwards. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of scripts here for each of the components that make up the whole thing. These are just my first and third person controllers. These are the randomization, so gender blend, so that blends between different genders. Yeah, then there's interp text, so that's interpolating between 2 different textures. Then random hair, randomize is for skin tone, and then random nose. So these are just the different randomization scripts. These are the NPC ones. So face the player. This was used for the above their heads, the what's it called? So if I go through here, you can see the original prefab. Bubble. So the bubble. If I mesh renderer. So this is the bubble, and this is always constantly facing the camera. So it's always rotating to face the camera, just so you can't see behind it or see it from the side because it's just a plane. But yeah, let me actually hide that again. Yeah, so the main script that handles everything is the NPC movement. So this handles all the waypoints. This handles basically each individual NPC. So they all have a state. So walking, then you transform their position by their forward vector, multiplied by the delta time, multiplied by the speed. So wherever they're facing, they'll move towards. And where is it? So all animations are set to false, but where's walking? Walking is probably set somewhere else. The walking animation to true. Oh no, sorry, that's their default animation. So they're what's it called? Whenever they don't have a current animation state, they'll just be set to walking. So if they're waiting, then idle will equal true. If they're sitting down, then they'll have sitting to true, and then a thought bubble will appear. They'll enable the renderer for those. And if they're ready to pay, then the material of the icon in the bubble will be the dollar symbol. If their order has been taken and they want a burger, then it's the burger, else it's the soda. And then if it's anything else, then it's just the ellipses. So it lets you know that they need to, they want you to take their order. Okay, so do once, that's just so something happens once, destroy food. Okay, so if talking, then basically whatever side they're on, I need to mirror the talking animation. So this decides that, just so they face the player when talking. If they're eating, we instantiate a new object of the food or drink in their hand. So yeah, hand transform position. Yeah, and we set the animation again. Then in the fixed update, we handle the wait timer. So this is their patience basically. So if they're seated and they haven't been served, then we decrement the wait timer every frame. And if wait timer is less than or equal to 0 and they still haven't been served, then loss and then destroy self. So loss will just decrement some money. So they'll lose some money from the points. And if they have been served, then eat timer will decrement. And if it gets lower than 0, then ready to pay. So this is basically the time it takes them to eat. Face waypoint, this is just rotating to face each of the waypoints. Face position. Handle waypoints is where a lot of the basically the calculation between each waypoint. So looping through an array of waypoints and such. And then if table is found, it does a whole bunch of different things. And if a table isn't found, then they line up. So find a table, that's just finding a table. Chair position, that finds the position of the chair within the table. Add to line array, that's adding the NPC to the array. Move up line, that's basically it's a global array for the line. So if someone leaves the line, then we want to move everyone down a position in the array, just so the first person in the array is the first person in the line. So that basically reshuffles the whole array. Free seat, that basically sets the booleans within the seats to false, so that the other NPCs can detect whether a seat is available or not. This is the talking, so if state is sitting and state is talk, then we access the flowchart and we enable the different nodes within the flowchart. So yeah, so I can't really see where it is right now, so not holding. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But this is destroying self. This is accessed by the by the flowchart to set the state to sit, to set the state to eat, depending on which of the talking states have just happened. and then to pay. So global money plus equals 5, tip plus equals 2. The tip isn't variable. I wanted to do that, but I guess I didn't have enough time. Yeah, and then served plus plus. And then lost, that's when we lose money, the one from before. And then this is just a delay function, so I can have a delay between certain things. But yeah, this is the whole loop. I don't think I've missed anything in terms of what I should explain. The chef, is there anything to talk about here? It's just it gets a new order, so whenever someone orders food or a drink, an order is created, so the variable is incremented, and then if the order is greater than 0, then it'll start playing the cook animation. And then if after a certain amount of time food is spawned in one of the positions on the counter in front of the chef. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Nothing to really... I don't think I've missed anything. Yeah, okay. Thanks for listening.